7 years after he left to study abroad, the boy I'd loved my whole life finally came home to introduce his new girlfriend to his parents. That same week, my doctors finally announced that my 7-year battle with cancer had failed. I could go home to die. When Sherman saw me being wheeled out by my mother, a cruel smirk touched his lips. Well, well, 7 years and look at you, he sneered. So pathetic you can't even walk on your own 2 feet. Hearing the contempt in his voice, I just quietly pulled down the sleeve of my jacket, hiding the dense constellation of needle marks on the back of my hand. It's nothing, I said softly. I just fell and broke a bone. He let out another sharp, mocking laugh. Is that so? Well, in that case, since I'm getting married soon, you can be my fiancé's bridesmaid. I managed a faint, calm smile. I can't. I'm going somewhere very far away soon. With that, I patted my mother's hand, a silent signal for her to push me home. As soon as we got home, my mom helped me into bed. It wasn't long before Sherman's mother showed up. She stepped into my room, her eyes darting toward me, her words hesitant. Nina, she began, I have an enormous favor to ask. Her face was flushed. She didn't have to say the rest. I already knew. It was the same as 7 years ago. The memory was seared into my mind. The day I was diagnosed, she had burst into my hospital room, her expression a frantic mix of urgency and guilt. I hadn't even had a chance to process the word cancer. I was hysterical, sobbing with terror, when she fell to her knees in front of me. Nina, I'm begging you, she'd pleaded, her voice a desperate whisper. Don't drag Sherman down with you. He just got his acceptance letter. If he finds out you're sick, he'll never go. You and Sherman grew up together. You've been in love for years. Please, for my sake, don't ruin his future. Break up with him. Please. I've already figured it all out. I've arranged for a boy to meet you. All you have to do is pretend to kiss him downstairs. Let Sherman catch you. Then just break his heart. Because of her words, the first thing I did after my diagnosis wasn't schedule treatments or see a specialist. It was to stage a betrayal. Coldly, cruelly break Sherman's heart and force him out of the country. And now, just as I expected, her voice dropped to a conspiratorial, guilt-laden whisper. Nina, don't blame me. I have no choice. Sherman's new girlfriend, they were classmates through his master's and PhD programs. They're a perfect match in every way. I can't let such a perfect marriage fall apart. You know how much Sherman has always cared for you. If he finds out the truth about what happened back then, I'm afraid he'll... So, could you please just avoid him for a little while? I mean, you're dying, aren't you? It's not like you should be going out much anyway. The word dying hung in the air. My mother, who had been quietly organizing my medical supplies, slammed a package of adult diapers onto the bed in a flash of fury. Seeing the rage in her eyes, I quickly grabbed her arm, my touch a weak, placating gesture. Only then did I turn back to Sherman's mother, my voice steady. I can promise you I won't tell Sherman the truth about what happened 7 years ago, I said, but I can't promise I won't see him. I couldn't. For 7 brutal years, there wasn't a single moment I didn't think of him. When the chemo became unbearable, I would clutch the old photo of us, his arm slung around my shoulder, and somehow find the strength to endure. I went through dozens of surgeries. More than once, I was rushed to the ICU, and